Okay, I guess let's do it. What's up guys, my name is Jessie and welcome to this channel. That felt like so YouTuber-like to say. So yes, my name is Jessie and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create this hoodie. A little bit of backstory, I own a clothing company. That's a little plug right there. And I'm gonna be doing a whole series later on my channel specifically about how I got started, what I'm doing, and how you guys can do it too. But specifically today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to tie-dye a hoodie using the rubber band technique. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's do this. So the first thing you are going to need is a plain white hoodie. I like to use Gildan, that's just a preference for me. I think their material is super awesome and it's super durable and it's pretty easily washable, so yeah, that's just why I like them. We're also going to need our dye. Today I am using the Rit Teal color. You're also going to need rubber bands. I got these from Amazon, super cheap. And you're also going to need an empty water bottle and a little push pin. You know what? I need to change my shirt. I am wearing white. That was a bad idea. Much better. Alright, so I also have my phone right here so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing on the table so you guys won't miss a thing. So first I'm gonna have my sweatshirt laid out right here and I'm gonna go ahead and get all my rubber bands. Alright, so what I'm just gonna start doing is taking a little piece of the shirt here. I'm only gonna use one side. I'm not gonna double side it. So I'm just gonna take the top of the side and rubber band it. The point of the rubber bands is so that you're able to create kind of that like splattered look where some parts are darker and some parts are lighter. So basically the parts at the top over here will be darker than the points at the side right here. So basically I'm just going to not leave any spaces, like as much as I can. So this will take a little bit, just as a warning. If you have somewhere to be, make sure that you have like at least a couple hours to do this. So I didn't leave much space there in between my rubber bands. Again though, you really can't mess up, so if there is a bunch of spaces in your hoodie, don't be alarmed because you really can't mess it up. It's just best to use as many rubber bands as possible rather than too little. And you're gonna want your sizes of your knots to be a little bit bigger. This one, for example, is a little bit smaller than this one. That's okay. But let's just make sure that you're creating a bigger tie than all the other ones mostly. This would be like a perfect time to put on like a good movie or something and just relax. All right, so this is the first sleeve that I've done. Obviously it shrunk up a ton. Just gonna continue working all the way until I get to the bottom over here. So I did just finish the first side, so this is what it looks like. It doesn't look like a hoodie anymore and it shrunk a lot. And just to give you guys a little bit of a time frame, that took me about 15 minutes just to do the top side. But now we do the back side. So it's the same thing, we're just gonna rubber band the whole thing just like the last time. It's like a lot of work now, but it's so worth it in the end when you see how it comes out and like the colors that come from it. Alright, so now I have this side tied and this side tied. It sort of looks like a little alien right now, or like a little cloud maybe, or a little person. Look at that, it kind of looks like has arms. Look at that. Anyway, so I really tried to get in here and make sure that there was no really open spaces, that all of it was tied in the front and the back, so that's what it looks like. And now we're going to move on to the dye, so let's go. All right, so our first step with the dye is to fill our water bottle just about a quarter of the way, nothing too crazy. Okay, a third of the way, and then we're gonna pour in our dye on top of that. And the reason is because we don't want that color. If we just put that color on it, it would be way too bright. So we're trying to bring it down a little bit, plus we save dye by doing that. Okay, so we are going to take our water bottle here. You could also just follow the instructions on the dye. I'm usually not one that follows the instructions. Plus I've done this a couple more times now, so I know that we don't have to use as much dye. Alright, so I already have my water bottle that's a third of the way filled. A third of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and take my dye and I'm gonna pour it in here. Probably like that much. That was kind of satisfying if you watch that. Now comes the push pin. So we're gonna go ahead and push in these little holes in the top of this bottle top, whatever it's called, into the top. So it's gonna create that like spray type design that we're looking for. So I'm gonna go ahead and poke in. All right, I poked about 12 holes in the top here. And just as a disclaimer, I am not gonna be wearing gloves because I really don't care about getting my hands blue, but you will get your hands blue. So that's something, if you do this, you will probably wanna wear gloves. I just don't care. All right, so our next step is going to be going to the bathroom, so I'll see you in the bathroom. Welcome to my bathroom. So what we are gonna do next is we are going to soak this puppy in water before we put our dye on it, because that's how it's gonna create that like splattered effect. Alright, so the goal here before you go ahead and get started and just spray is to get all of the blue. You don't want to see any white on this sweatshirt. Be sure not to use all of it on your first side. You're going to flip it over and do the other side, so use only about half of it. Alright, so this is what your hoodie should look like. There's really not many white spots that we see. It's mostly all blue. And now we're going to wait at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half before we rinse it all out. And while you wait, it's the perfect time to eat some dinner, watch a show, follow me on TikTok. My flash is on. You can follow me right here, you know, little plug right there for ya. Just got another order for the hoodie that we are currently making right now. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to know how you guys can run your own shop and do things like that, because I would love to share some of the things that I've learned. So let me know. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half, and now it's time to get the sweatshirt out of the shower and wash all of the dye out, and that means taking out all of those hair ties, so that's gonna take a lot of work, or the rubber bands, but whatever. It's gonna take a while, so fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so once you get all the rubber bands out, you're gonna wanna squeeze out all of the dye that's in there. You're gonna wanna run it under cold water. You wanna make sure that you get all of that dye out, because once you put it in the wash, you wouldn't want all of the colors to blend in together and create an even dye. You're trying to go for that splattered multi-dye look, I don't know. So yeah, it's really important to squeeze out all of the dye before you put it in the wash, so that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna show you how I do it, and then we're gonna put in the wash, and yeah, that's it. All right. Okay, so once it looks like the water is basically completely clear, or most all clear, you're gonna want to throw it in the wash and dry it on cold, not hot, cold. And so I'll see you when it's all dried in 1 second. Okay guys, I just took it out of the wash, so are you guys ready for the final reveal? Da, 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 da. It looks so good. It looks even better in person. Let's do a little transition here. Ready? Oh, it's so good. All right guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed watching how to tie-dye this hoodie. Stay tuned for all kinds of other stuff I'm gonna be having here on this channel. And yeah, have a great day and have faith.